Hey. I'm sure you could always hear it. I think you was just lying. But okay, whatever. We'll just go with that. You couldn't hear. I'm just having some, what's that happen? No, whatever. I do shower every day, actually, because I go to the gym. I don't, to be honest with you, I can't afford self-care. I've been trying to do that, but it's not even more so about self-care. Look, I don't have anyone in my life, to be honest with you, and I'm not trying to be mean and rude and say I don't have friends. There's just, like, the place that I'm at, right? I can't talk about certain things because they'll be under a bridge. That's one thing, the only person I had to go talk to is a grave, which is my grandma. When my mom goes, I'm not going to have anybody. And we had that conversation yesterday, and I had a talk with her. And, like, I told her, like, if you go, I don't have anyone. My brother is not here. He's dead. He's gone. I can't bring him back. There's nothing I could do about that, I wish I could say that I'm doing okay, but I'm not doing okay today. I had a lot going on, and I didn't have anybody to talk to. The place that I was at, the person I had to talk to, right? Can't talk to them. There's a problem going on. Someone else can't talk to them. There's issues. And I don't know, like, I'm expected to be this certain way. And it really sucks, and I'm not. Like, I make mistakes. I'm a human being. I just don't know right now. I was just trying. I had a anxiety, panic attack, whatever it was. I couldn't breathe. I was shaking. I was crying. I just had to get out because I needed some air. And I just want a place. My mom doesn't have that long to live. She has health problems, and the health is not going great. And I'm trying the best that I can to get whatever I need so I can rent a place. And I'm just, like, really, really struggling. Like, I'm struggling. I'm about to lose, I'm not about to lose the storage because I'll just be behind. And I have days to pay it, but if I fall behind, then I won't be able to catch up. And, it has my brother's stuff in it. It has all of his stuff, everything. And it sucks because I'm like, why does this stuff happen after I talked with my therapist? Why? I thought I was out of that mindset of, like, oh, I'm going to be alone. And then I went back to that mindset. It doesn't, like, okay, I'm trying not to cuss or get mad, but to tell someone to get off of social media is not the freaking option. Because I'm so sick and tired of saying your problems will go away. No, it wouldn't. Because people still harass me when I get off of social media. I'm so sick and tired of people suggesting the stupidest shit ever. And it's pissing me off. It's not helping me, like, my mental. And I'm about to lose my freaking shit because I can't talk to anyone about anything. I've asked people to stop harassing people. Obviously, that has not stopped. And somehow, things like that, I kind of get blamed for. I can't control what people do. I can't control what goes on because people don't want to take accountability and leave people alone. I was off social media for a freaking month because I was living in a car, and someone had the audacity to offer people in a Discord $400 to take a picture of me in a car. When is it going to end? It's like people say, y'all just use locales as an excuse to push them to unalive themselves. That's all it is. You just don't want me to be breathing, and you keep pushing me to these points, and obviously I'm not going to harm myself. I'm trying the best that I can to get out of that mentality, but I do have major depression. When something happens, I freak out. I don't have anybody to talk to, and I've already addressed and expressed that with people. I am freaking out of my mind. You know what I mean?
I went over there.
Oh, bro. Hey, my phone overheated. Great. Hey, how are you? I'm not doing too good. I don't know. Yeah, but my phone overheated and then just shut off. My hair color is reddish brown, but it looked black. I'm not dating anyone, guys, so please don't talk about that. Thank you. You will get blocked for that. I'm only friends with people. I'm not dating anyone, so let's not. Please. No, I'm not giving anyone my address. No, guys, I don't have anybody. It's a desert. I am not talking about anything. All I said is that basically I got blamed for something that had to do with my social media. The whole being gay thing was an issue, and that's it. That's all I said. Like, just drop it. Yes, I am going through something. And I really wish people would be more appreciative instead of being hateful. Like, I realized that if my mom goes, I have nobody, and I'm just trying. I make mistakes. I do certain things, and there's things that happen that I can't talk to people because things happen, and now I can't talk to them. So there's that. Like, something happened where I was at, and the person I talk to, I can't talk to them. They're going through a lot. So go ahead and report me, Anthony, and then we could report you for harassment, because all you've done is nothing but harass me. And I'm going to block you. All you do is harass me from one app to another. It's so weird. And no one wants to take accountability for harassing people after I said stop. I don't control what people do. It's so crazy how no one wants to say that what these people are doing is wrong and that it's okay. Maybe if you just get off, then we'll go do it to someone else, because no one's going to stand up and fight for what's wrong. Like, it's wrong, and someone needs to stand up and fight against that. Isn't that why Facebook is going to court? Is because of this bullying, harassment stuff? Like, this stuff needs to be really taken seriously. It needs to be taken seriously. Well, you're saying always a victim. First of all, you're breaking the law. You don't get to go online and break the law and then call someone a victim. That's not how it works. If I was advised from the police to continuously make police reports, then what does that tell you? That is against the law. Well, first of all, doxing people is against the law. And people have been trying to post some places I'm at. They doxed the place that I wasn't at and tried to say I was there. Which is why it caused them to make a statement. So let's really get into that. Sharing phone numbers that are not mine, that is against the law, right? And then saying that's me. Not only that, literally harassing people that I know, literally sharing personal information, that's against the law. It really is against the law. So let's stop acting like law, because they are. Advocating for someone to be unalived is weird. Imagine. And then no one said anything. That's weird. Are you defending that? So it's okay for someone to tell people to unalive me and you just sit there and not say anything? So you support that, I guess. No, that's not even what I said, so you're getting blocked. Don't take things out of context. That's not what I said. Well, if you had better things to do, then you wouldn't be here harassing me. So clearly you don't have anything better to do. You're here complaining about me chewing gum, then maybe that's the least of your worries. I could care less what you think or what anyone else thinks, because right now I got other issues, and I don't care. Like, I'm trying not to cuss, but I'm just getting so angry and so frustrated, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not. The things that people fight against, that they're claiming they fight for, are the things that they literally defend. Look at everyone in the comment section of me coming out about being bi. Yeah, if you really care about your community, you wouldn't be saying stuff like that. Like, the community already has enough problems. That is a really messed up thing to say. Right? Like, my mom sent me the video of Ash Too Trippy literally sharing fake and false information. Like, what are we doing with our lives? Sharing a fake police report is really going to get you in trouble. You're sharing fake documents. Do I need to contact the police and tell them that you're sharing fake information so you could get in trouble for your stupid YouTube page so you can make money? While people obviously do care because they called me the D word, and obviously in real life I got told I was going to hell for being bi. So yes, I have been hated on against because of my being gay or being bi, and I can't say anything about it because it makes things a lot worse. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Aren't they all? Well, that's my opinion. Your opinion might be different.
You guys literally don't give a F about the stuff that you talk about. Look at the whole comment section of my video. It's abundantly obvious that you're not for the LGBTQ community when you say stuff like that. It's okay. Like, whatever. No. I was freaking out. I was having a hard time, and I was like, oh, let me come on here only to get treated worse. And I don't really have anybody to talk to right now because there's some stuff going on. People make mistakes. I don't know. The only thing I can say is no amount of sorries enough is going to fix anything. I just... You know. I'm going through stuff. I'm super stressed. I freaked out and had anxiety because if my mom dies, somebody's doing donuts and racing or something. I don't have anybody. My brother is gone. I don't really have friends like that. And I'm not trying to be rude or say that nobody is my friend. Please don't take it that way. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm not talking about anything. I'm talking about the place that I'm at. For me, I just felt like packing up my stuff and just buying a tent and living under a bridge because that's just where my mentality's at. I'm struggling. I really am struggling and no one cares. You know, I'm trying to not go back to that dark place because of my major depression, but sometimes it takes me there and I'm trying, you know. And then people make this joke about the Advil thing and it's like, you shouldn't be making jokes like that to somebody because it's true what they said about the locals is that people are just pushing locals to the point of wanting them to hurt themselves. And it's so crazy how people took that video and said, well, that doesn't apply to you, and proceeded to do the very thing that she was saying in that video. Like, I can't control what people do when they harass someone. They want me isolated. They don't want me to have friends. And they always get what they want every single time. And they celebrate that. Well, no, I did try to take Advil before too. So yes, I took Tylenol this time, but I did take Advil another time before. I did try to, but my mom tried to stop me. So yeah, it's hard to... struggling. And every time I think about something, it hurts. You know, and the only person I have to talk to is a gravesite. Because, you know, I talk to my mom, just trying to be supportive as she can. But, you know, I'm hurting because it's like, I don't have time with these people. I don't have time. You know, tomorrow is not promised. Something could happen and then I never see someone again, you know? And that's scary. That's very scary process thought. Like, death is something that is scary to me because my friend died and I didn't get to see her, and she wanted to talk to me. She probably wanted to hang out, and look, she's gone. Like, you know, my grandma died around that time too, and my other grandma, and then I just couldn't process anything. COVID was happening. You know, there was no cure. I was freaking out because we were like, what if we catch it, and what if someone I know dies from COVID? Like, what is going on? Like, you know, and it's not even just that. It's the fact of dealing with the grief of my brother, because I will never get over that. And just telling myself I can't bring him back. I have to live life without him. You know, it's just all these things that I think about. And when I want to hang out with people or do things, it's not because my thought process is not because I want to have a good time and have fun. It's because, you know, we're all going to pass away at some point. And if I don't see them or get to hang out with them, you know, I could get that call and then I'm devastated because I'm like, well, I didn't get to see them, you know, and I wish I would have spent more time. Because that's the thing. I'm trying to not take life for granted and spend more time with people, but, you know, it sucks. It really sucks. It's really difficult. It's really hard when things happen. and I can't control it. Like my social media, I can't control what people do on the social media, harassing people, and people just want me isolated, and they just get what they want all the time because everything is them and no one, you know. And well, actually it isn't stupid, because I do want a place to live, but how is that stupid to want to spend time with people because life is short? That is not stupid. I can't even enjoy life because there's always something every day, and I'm stressing out. I freaked out today, had a panic attack, was shaking and couldn't breathe. But if I would have went to the hospital and it would have got out that I went to the hospital, people would have said, you're doing things because, you know, you're doing this because for attention, to make people feel bad, or to make someone feel bad because something's going on, and because this is going on now you're going to the hospital. Like that, to me, I don't want that person to think like, oh, I'm just doing this for attention. Like, I really am sorry about the things that's happening, and no one knows everything. No one knows nothing because I don't say anything. It's a personal thing, and I always say that all the time. What I post on my platform isn't about specific people, but then people try to make it about people, and it's not. And I wish people would just stop assuming things. If I'm going through something, it's me personally. If I'm talking about someone, of course I will share and I will say their name. If I don't name anyone, it's because it's not about them. If I name people, then it is about them. But if I don't name them, it's not about them. And I'm not going to talk about people online, especially people that I care about. That's like a really messed up thing to do. If I have an issue, I will go to the person. But people assume all the time it's about this, about that. And they made a joke that I got blamed for, and now I feel it's my fault. And I couldn't control that. And no one gets it. No one understands. Because everybody wants to live their life, and go ahead. I mean, and no one said that anybody wanted to feel pity for me. That's not the whole point. I should be able to vent and say how I'm feeling without like people treating me like I'm supposed to be this okay person, like nothing's supposed to go on. I'm supposed to be okay. And I'm not okay. I'm struggling. I don't have a place to live. You know, I just want to go away and not come back. You know what I mean? I can't even take a vacation because I can't afford it. I can't even, you know, being an adult sucks because, you know, where I'm stuck. If I leave, then I have no place to go. Then all my stuff, and then I have to be under a bridge. And I would rather enjoy a bridge, you know, because that's my thought process. Like, I'm mentally exhausted. I'm about to lose my brother's storage, or the storage with my brother's stuff in it. And I can't process that because I can't afford that. And everyone's like, well, maybe you should just go get a job. When that's not what I was coming on here. I wasn't coming on here to say, give me money, or coming on here to say, give me, or tell me to get a job. That's not. I don't have anyone to talk to except the gravesite, because, you know, if it was my grandma, she probably would have understood. She probably would have listened. She probably would have cared, you know. And sometimes I have that thought process of like, oh, I want to go visit her, but then I realize she's dead, you know. And sometimes my mindset, the other day I said, oh, let me call my brother and tell him I made this and tell him to come over and have some. He's dead. My mom, I want to hug her, but I can't. And then people say, oh, well, you make excuses, you do this and that, because they twisted someone's words, you know. They twisted what someone said, which I 100% told that person, do not respond, you know, do not respond to these people. But I can't control what people do, and my whole brain is I don't know, like, it's too much. It's becoming too much. And it's not even just, it's not online stuff. It's things in my personal life that it stems from online. Like, when I'm with somebody, I'm not online doing things. So I don't know why it is that people has to try to harass people out of my life. So I don't have nobody. I just don't appreciate that. Like, oh, if I got a job and I lived like a normal, regular person, you would still harass me and you would still harass the people around me. You wouldn't stop. I'm so sick and tired of you using a job as an excuse to harass people. What does someone not having a job have anything to do with that? If that's the case, there's millions of homeless people you should go to the streets and harass because they don't have a job. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. I'm trying to be positive, but sometimes I just get so annoyed and frustrated at the excuses, the not taking accountability, the not holding yourselves accountable for doing something, and then you do it and you say, oh, well, you're being a victim. No, you don't get to do these things and then think you should get away with it. If the police is saying make police reports, what does that tell you? It's against the law. So why do you continue to keep doing it? I just can't do it anymore. I'm just frustrated. I'm just going through things and I don't have nobody to talk to. Dang. Was that like a road rage or something? Because they were honking. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands. Nobody cares. And I'm getting treated horribly because I'm bi. And everyone just wants to not care about that. So then you don't really care about the LGBTQ community, because if you did, you would be speaking up. You would be saying something. But you don't. You only care. Your advocacy stops when it's someone you don't care about. And it's crazy to sit here and have to say that to people, because when someone you like does something, you don't say nothing. Oh, it's okay for them. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead, continue, keep doing it. That's exactly what it's like. Nobody cares. Like, the things that I'm going through, how I'm being treated, it's horrible, and I can't even talk about it. You know, under a bridge you go, and then everyone would be celebrating that. I just don't want to get back into the mindset, and no, I'm not going to harm myself, but you know, depression is hard, and you get back into those dark thoughts because it's difficult to navigate life, especially without my brother. Like, he was the only living sibling that I had besides my sister, who was a stillborn that was born dead. You know, now that he's gone, we did everything together, you know. I'm trying to do things, you know, when I hang out with friends, when I hang out with people, I don't do the social media stuff because I keep that away from, you know, that, because then it causes issues, and it's so hard to manage everything, because this is the only thing I have to keep my storage going, to keep my phone bill going, to keep my bills paid. And it's not about getting a job, because I'm not going to go get a job and get harassed. I don't have the mental right now to be going to a job. My brain is not functioning. You know, I have moments where I'm okay, and then I have moments where I'm not okay. You know, at least I'm not going through this every single day, but there's always something that's happening, and I'm trying my best that I can, you know, and really caring about someone, and then, you know, that, like, oh, you hurt them, it hurts. It hurts because it's like, I don't mean to hurt people, and that, I don't know what else to say, what more to say, and I just, you know, I'm trying to navigate, like, saying something, speaking up, and not having people mad at me because, you know, they shared something to me, and then they said, don't tell nobody. And I'm talking about the place that I'm at. They got mad because I didn't mention something, but I said, this person came to me, right? They told me something, and it was a thing that was not to be shared, and you know, I'm trying to work on that, but it's just like, when someone comes to me and they trust me with something, I'm not going to tell anybody anything. But the place that I'm at kind of got mad at that, and I was like, well, who cares if they get mad at you? I cannot just be, I can't live in an environment where it's, I don't want to say a hostile environment, it's negative. Like, I don't want confrontation. I tend to stay away from confrontation. I have to sleep and live in the same place as people. I'm sorry, like, I don't know what more, and I'm trying to work on that, you know? But if someone confides in you in something and you go tell people, that's not okay. And like this program, I was just like, oh my lord, like, or this place that I'm at, and I can't even. I'm trying to be perfect, but then it's a concern that me saying that, oh, you're gonna be under a bridge because I'm gonna be kicked out because of the whole situation, and I got blamed, and it really knocked me into a dark place because it's just like the other person I have to talk to, there's something going on, and I can't talk to them about this, you know, because they've got their issues, and you know, how can I save money when it goes into my bills? I paid my storage and I paid my phone. It's gone. How am I going to even save money if every cent that I get goes to my bills? So no, I can't save. I just don't know what to do at this point. You know, I'm just trying to navigate life. I'm just trying to think and keep positive, but it's scary. Like, this whole thing is like scary. And my social media has become an issue. Not talking about God on my page has become an issue. I don't like to be controlled and be told what I need to do with my page. If I want to post about God, I will. Like, it's just trying to control me, trying to control what I do, trying to pocket watch me was another thing. My journal, I can't even journal because, well, I could, but you know, I have been journaling because that's for like my therapy, but I'm worried someone's going to read it and then they're going to have an issue with it and criticize my journal. I don't have any privacy, you know, because it's like, here, you got to see this, you got to see this. They ask for it, and if I say refuse, then I don't have a place to live. Like, my personal stuff should be private. No one should be prying into my things, and then if I don't be open and honest, that's an issue. I shouldn't, like, some things I don't want to talk about because then people mistake it as something else, and then here I am in the streets because they assume something. To be honest with you, they assumed that I had a relationship with a woman I didn't have, and I almost got kicked out for being bi, and that's why I can't really talk about it. And even me saying that might get me kicked out. But that's the real cold, hard, honest truth. And I didn't. I don't go do stuff like that. That's, you know. And, you know, that's not what I said at all. That's far from what I said. That's far from that. And I have proof where I've been going. I have all of this stuff, right? And it's hard to navigate that because I can't really say anything. That's why I can't talk too much about being bi, because it's an issue. And I was worried they saw that video because they said that's not of God. Some of the stuff they shared. Me doing that stupid trend to Dracula by Tame Impala is of the devil. That's not of God because it's of worldly things. Like, listening to secular music is not okay. So if you listen to Chris Brown, you're the devil. If you listen to Drake, you're the devil. You can't be of worldly things, because if you're of worldly things, that's a problem. You shouldn't want to get a job to make money, because if you're all about making money, that's of the devil. Everything that, yeah, that's really what is going on. And, you know, me saying this, it's probably going to be a problem. And I'm trying to, like, you know, there's so much things, and I can't post a music to Karen Carpenter because that's of the devil. I can't even share something or say something because, that is not, you know, my videos were shown. And for me to literally tell me, well, you know, I asked you to post about God, I'm not going to do that on my page. People are going to turn away from my page. I'm going to lose followers because I'm not being genuine, and I'm just doing it to appease things, you know, right? And not to appease having a place to live. I'm trying to work on myself, but sometimes, some places, it's hard when things happen and your mental gets slipped back into things. I don't have people to talk about this because they've got their issues. Yes, I do, but some things happened recently and I can't even talk about that because, you know, and it's just, I don't have no one to talk to, and no one really understands just everything that has been going on. You know, I literally want to listen to The Weeknd. That's of the devil. Can't listen to that. You know, if I really want to listen to Michael Jackson, you know, I could probably, but as long as I have my headphones in, you know, otherwise I can't jam out or enjoy things when I'm taking a shower. You know, I listen to Kenny Loggins and Yacht Rock. That's of the devil. Can't do that. You know, if I want to listen to oldies like you know, the Gap Band, I can't. The only thing I could really listen to is old country, and that's about it. And gospel music. And gospel music and religious music. Otherwise, I can't really listen to anything. So, yeah. It's such crap. Well, tell that to people that are of the religion. How is that crap? Like, I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm just telling you things that I've been told recently. There's a Jurassic Park Jeep. Like, if I really want to listen to these things, I have to have my headphones in. And even then, it feels like this is what is being to me, because I have post stuff on my page and they didn't like that. They told me, well, you need to start posting about God. I'm not going to be unauthentic to people. It's just like, I had to cut that out completely, or I'm not for God, basically. And I think that it's not right to tell people how to live and whether they are closer to God or not, you know. And just being constantly told, you know, online and by people I'm going to hell does not help my mental at all. It does not help me. It does not make me feel good. It makes me feel horrible. It makes me feel like, I don't know. I can't process this. I can't process anything. You know what I mean? It's not about being homeless because I'm listening to Drake. It's just not right to tell people that, because who cares? And I'm not listening to Drake. I haven't heard his new album yet. And to be honest with you, that's not it. To literally tell someone they're of the devil because they listen to music, because they say the lyrics in music are not good lyrics. That's what that was. And so I had to, I don't know. It was a whole thing, and it wasn't because I put my headphones in. I don't even, I follow what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. But that's not okay. Like, I should be able to enjoy what I want and not feel like I have to be this perfect person or restricted. To literally, like, defend that is crazy. Religion is not about being super religious, and so what if people don't find God? Who cares? Like, and I'm not trying to be rude and say that, because, like, they're trying to say we should try to bring people to God and spread the word. If people want to come to God, they should come to God. My mom was sick, very sick, because she gets double sick with her asthma. And Jehovah's Witness was still trying to talk to her at the door after she said, I'm sick. And Jehovah's Witness is one of those that tries to push their religion down your throat. And it's not okay going door to door. And when someone says, no, thank you, no, thank you. Like, you don't have to keep constantly berating someone. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about religion. You know, I'm just sorry, the 20% battery came up. And it's hard when I'm constantly being told that I'm not good enough or I'm not doing enough. And the things that I hear, it's like pushing me away. And I did have a talk about it with someone. I said, I feel like I'm being pushed away. like, you're not good enough, you're gay, you know, like, that's not accepted. That's horrible. I had to sit there and watch someone spew hatred about racism and then be like, well, you know what, okay, I couldn't get up and leave. I had to hear that. And it's just like, hear other things that does not align with my opinions and keeping my mouth closed and being like, well, I can't say what I feel about my opinions because they ain't gonna matter. You know, it's not about going and you know, PG-13 going and boom bang and then saying, oh, well, I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's not about people just getting rid of babies. That is not the whole thing behind abortions. It is literally about medical issues. If you have a medical issue and you can't receive care, or you're forced to risk your life to have a baby, that is crazy to me. You know, and then I can't say anything about that. I just gotta I don't have the same opinions that some people have, and it's not okay to be trying to take away abortions, because if something happens to your wife and it's a medical condition and she can't receive that, then you're gonna understand you really morally messed up. And people don't realize that they mess up until things start to happen to them. And I'm not wishing that or saying that, but it could happen. You know, people have the right to have medical care and help instead of being denied and then having to go elsewhere. You know what I mean? No one should have to leave a state to go receive abortions in another state. The state should provide that. To say, oh, they're getting rid of all of the believers of, it's not even about. There is so much more things that are taking people than abortion. If you really want to talk about it, the gun violence. No one is doing anything about the gun violence. My brother didn't die because he was aborted. He died from gun violence. Trans people reading to kids in schools is not hurting kids. Talking about how they're pushing this agenda down people's throats, that's not what it is. Let's talk about how, if you want to really talk about history, then let's do it, right? Let's talk about Black history. What did they say that needs to be put in the schools? What was that saying? It's whitewashed history. Why don't you want that in the schools? If you're saying people are pushing LGBTQ agendas down people's throats in schools, then why don't you talk about that? You won't. It's so crazy. This whole religion thing is so contradictory, because it's like, well, then let's talk about Black history. Oh, is that going to be an issue too? Are you going to rah-rah over that and try to take the laws away? Like, what are we doing? I don't understand why the world is so messed up the way that it is, and nobody wants to fix it. All the homeless people that I see down the streets, all these places they can provide for people to live. My mom can't even get her disability, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that, and it's so difficult. I can't even get a place to live, God forbid. You know, and here I am with my opinions, and I'm a very opinionated person, but sometimes my opinions ain't gonna go well with people, and I just have to. I don't want arguments back and forth. I don't want debates back and forth about politics. Politics is nothing, like I said, but a device used to divide people. Division. It's division. She can't work. So I'm just like, you know, when I hear something, I just can't speak up, and that hurts. Because, you know, and I know we should have a right, but I feel like if it comes down to affecting you, then you're going to realize just the importance of why things are the way that they are. A 9-year-old girl should not be forced to have a baby because you want to take that law away. Because her father did something to her. Trigger warning. And then she's forced to carry this baby at 9 years old. Who's going to take care of that baby? So that baby's going to end up going into a system that does not care about kids, and nobody who really truly wants to be parents, only wants to adopt kids for the money, is going to take that child, and it's going to end up in an abusive home because you say so. Like, why? If someone can't truly afford a kid, then that should be allowed. I don't know why you're just acting like they're just getting rid of kids willy-nilly. Like, that's what abortion is. That's not the case. Do you want the kid to stay in an abusive relationship because the mother's going to abuse it? Because she didn't want it, so now you're forcing her to have it, and now she's going to abuse it. Then the kid's going to go into a system where they end up in another abusive home, and it just repeats the cycle. The system does not care about kids. We're in a broken system. This system is all broken, and you think that's the best way to fix the system? It's going to end up broken again. And then when it continues to be broken, then you're going to realize maybe just what you thought would fix it didn't fix it. Your solutions are not good solutions. Any solution is not a good solution. Democrats have some policies that didn't work for America. Republicans definitely don't have. It's a device used against people. But anyways, I gotta go because my phone is dying and I gotta have a way back. So anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are. I will see you guys later. Well, I'm not gonna go live later, but I'll see you guys later. I just have to go. Anyways, thank you for liking and watching. Yeah, I just need my phone right now. So anyways, bye guys. See you guys later.